ALPR technology is an important piece of technology in crime fighting. It's been around for well over a decade, and I think the thought of abandoning the technology altogether into the future is like putting a big flashing sign on this city saying we're open for criminal business.
Eugene Police Chief Chris Skinner says the department will continue looking for automated license plate reading tech to install in the city.
That announcement made today during a press conference discussing EPD's decision to end its contract with Flock Safety. EPD deployed roughly 60 cameras in late May. The cameras collect license plate information and physical characteristics of vehicles like color, make, and model. Though Skinner praised the cameras for deterring crime by helping to catch criminals in homicide, car theft, and other criminal cases, public outcry led to the cameras being turned off in October. Skinner says they decided to end their contract after a camera turned on within the last week without the department's knowledge.
Do you regret not consulting with the City Council before the installation of the Flock cameras?
No, because I think what's important to understand is that I was hired to be their chief of police, and I'm hired to come up with operational strategies that make us safer. If I had to consult with my city council every single time I needed to make a decision, we'd get nowhere. So I would hope as we move on that our council doesn't get to a place where I have to go to them every single time I want to do something unique with this police department.
For the cameras with an organized retail theft grant from the Oregon Criminal Justice Commission, with each camera costing about $3,500. It's unclear if the more than $200,000 spent on the cameras is a total loss.
I hope it's not. You know, we have certainly engaged in Flock to discuss what that might look like, since we're not even a full year into our 2-year contract with them. I hope this doesn't hurt our ability to get grant funding. What I will tell you is that the CJC issued another round of grants. It is not nearly as robust as it was the first time around, and technology is not part of the scope of that grant, but Eugene was awarded $90,000 to continue to combat retail theft.
EPD says it was made aware of the camera inadvertently turning on by a community member checking the transparency portal, and that keeps track of camera activity in the Flock safety system. Now, in a statement, Eyes Off Eugene Springfield said, in part, with the cancellation of each police department's contract, also referring to Springfield canceling its contract, we have achieved one of our organization's major goals: to defend public safety from a flawed and intrusive system. We also call for the end of the contract signed at the county level between the Lane County Sheriff's Department and Flock Safety. Eyes Off Eugene Springfield mentioned the contract Flock still has with the Lane County Sheriff's Office. That is one of the accountability questions I looked into today. LCSO has 22 Flock cameras, but they haven't been installed. Sergeant Tim Wallace told me the department couldn't share much more about the cameras until the matter is presented to the Board of Commissioners. I reached out to the board today, but I've not heard back. And we know Springfield Police also ended their contract. I reached out to the department for an interview and was told they would not be releasing any more information other than what's in their press release. Now, in that release, SPD restated EPD's concerns over vulnerabilities and limitations in the system. These cameras were funded through a grant to stop retail theft, and today, Chief Skinner said they have made some impact but didn't share details. Instead, he highlighted how much they helped in making captures in other crimes, specifically mentioning a reduction in car thefts and speedier recovery of those stolen cars.